Guys, got another good one for you. As you can see, Silverwood Lake. We're going to show you where you can fish Silverwood Lake. It's a pretty big lake, a lot of shore access, but a lot of hiking if you want to do the shore access. So that's important to notate. So let's start out with where most people can fish. We'll zoom in here. So when you come into the lake off of 138, you come in right here. Now, a long time ago, they used to stock Cleghorn Creek. You see this right here? You'll actually drive over it. When it's raining good, they used to stock it. And you can see the Pacific Crest Trail cuts right through. And they'll go under this bridge and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, so they used to stock it. And I don't think they do anymore. So when you come into the lake, you're going to go into the main gate, which is right here. It comes around and you go and come in the main gate, and then you'll pay, I think the latest fees, it was, the last time I was there, it was like $10 or something per carload, which is pretty reasonable for a state park. But anyway, so here's the campground. You're not going to go to the campground. You're going to keep going on this Saw Pit Canyon Road, and you're going to follow it down to here, and then right to the boat ramp area. Now, let me get this to satellite now. So once you're at the boat ramp, they do plant this now with trout right here. So the truck will pull up and dump them here. Now the fish will usually hang around here for a couple days until the stripers find them, and then they start to school. Sometimes they end up over here, and you can catch a good amount of trout along this. And in the winter time, they might be around this beach right here in the shallow water where they don't feel threatened by stripers. So they'll be in like a foot to like less than a foot of water right there. So look for them here if the water is high enough. Now that's an important thing to mention, that this is a it's a water district lake. So basically the lake levels of this place fluctuate like crazy, but in the last year or so they've been pretty stable. So anyway, so this is Saw Pit right here. It's called Saw Pit Canyon, and right here you can see how the water is actually pretty deep along in here. See that channel? There's one right here, so right in this area here. Right here, if you cast out over here in this area, you'll probably get some trout, because from time to time when they stock over here at the Cleghorn Beach, which is where they just stocked 2,000 pounds of brown trout right here off of this ramp. So this shore can be pretty good all through here. It gets deeper as you go this way, but it doesn't look that way because the shore has a shelf before it drops off. But I float tubed out here, and there's a long time ago, I think 2010, they had a big flood. And there's now a big channel that runs out right through here from here. And so if you can get out here in this area here with the float tube, you will kill the trout in there. But a lot of the trout will hang out around here in the winter time when they're stocking, because like I said, the stripers will chase them down. This is all great striper fishing if you have a boat when they stock trout. Right in here is good. Once you get some big ones. I've had some luck off of this shore. Long walk though. You could actually go around this creek and come back here, or you can come from above by the campground right there, which is a long walk. Like I said, don't do it. It's not worth it for that spot to fish. So there you go. So you have the boat ramp for trout, stripers all out here. Now let's talk about the dock. I think you could pay a small fee and fish off the dock. Great striper fishing with bait, catfish, trout, pretty much everything right here when they're stocking trout. Seems like everything hangs around here when the trout plants go in. Now, let's get into the other canyon here. Let's go over to Miller. So, you can park your car, you can come in, and it's called Black Rock Canyon. You can't see it from there, but they named it Black Rock. You'll see a small sign that says Black Rock. So you come in right here, and you're going to go up this little road, and then you can park. And there's a small parking lot and then you're gonna walk out along this road here. So park your cars like right in here somewhere, come through the gate, walk down, and then pretty much from here on you can fish. This is off limits right here. They have it gated off. They got a camera. They will kick you out of the lake if they see you in there, probably arrest you. But from right here over you can fish. This little cove can be really good with trout. This one and that one, those two coves can be real good with trout because they'll run around from the boat ramp and hide in there. But it's hit and miss. So, but from right here, people striper fish out here at night. This is the buoy line. Now, right out of here in this buoy line, this whole area is way over 100 feet deep. It's like 110 feet deep right here. And there's a 100-foot channel that runs right through here and goes out through here. This is all 100, 100, 100, 100, 100 all the way out. And then somewhere out here, it maxes out at like 100 and I think it was 140 feet, something like that. So anyway, let's get over to Miller. So this is Miller Canyon. The creek comes in, same thing. This created a huge channel when it flooded in 2010 and the water level was down. So you can access this road here from up off of 138, and you can walk or ride a bike all the way down and then get access to the lake. It's a couple miles, real fun ride down, pain in the ass to ride back up. Some people will walk down these fire roads, these old roads that go down from the 138 down, or you can do what I said and hike in. This is actually a very pretty hike. Lots of bald eagles and such along here. And right in here, there's a buoy line. You can't really see it that well, but right there, there's a buoy line. It runs across the lake there. It blows around in the wind, so it changes where it's at. But all this is pretty good for trout at times, give or take. Some days are epic, wide open trout, and other days you'll sit out there all day doing nothing. But usually pretty good, especially when the water's flowing. Definitely worth trying to fish that for trout. You'll have a kind of an outdoor experience here that you won't get at a lot of lakes. It's kind of neat. It can be real quiet over there at times, especially during the week. It's really neat. So you want to do that. Fish over here is really good. They just put in a brand new dock right here, so this is kind of neat. You can come over here and fish off of that. They got a bathroom, but it's really just for boaters. They're meant for people that come over here and boat and get out and picnic, but you can walk over to it. There is a way to get over there, so I don't mind doing that. It's kind of a neat day. You could spend a whole day over here basically walking around. So that's Miller. It's pretty good. This area here is pretty inaccessible by foot all on this shore until you get over here, and then you can off-road. There's an off-roading trail right here, and then you can walk down to these different coves, especially over here. This is a very common area. You see how that right there, you can see people walk down. So in this area here, man, this is called the Quarry right here. You can see it right there. There's an old quarry. And man, striper fishing galore in here. This is where the boils happen. Good striper fishing out here by boat. Shore too if you feel like making that trip. The dam, if you park here, any given day, your car is probably going to get broken into. It didn't used to be that way, and then in the last 5 to 10 years, it's gotten worse and worse. But here's a parking lot, and they're supposed to be doing more patrols, but people's cars still get ravaged there. So that's up to you guys. If you want to park there, go for it, but I don't recommend it. I mean, I used to come over and fish the dam a lot, and the trout fishing can be great, especially along this shore here. Can be really good. There's been some monster trout caught off of this. There's rumors of a 14-pound trout at one point that was caught off of this, and that was when they weren't doing trout plants. They went like 5 years with no trout plants, and somebody caught a massive trout off of that. And then here's the pump station where the water comes in, all over here. Very good striper fishing, completely off limits by walking. Some people get in there, but it's pretty dangerous actually, so that's up to you. But yeah, all this area where the water comes in, very good. Now, this is a neat cove. Right here is really good fishing, but you got to walk down from the road. You got to park here, and you can walk to the trail. You can walk down. So that's pretty good. This cove is neat. There's another access point over here. Yeah, so you could park there and walk down. Again, you're risking your car getting broken into, but some solitude over there if you guys want to fish it. So this is pretty good. Trout, striper, I've heard people do pretty much good with everything along in here. These points, I've never heard anybody really fishing it, but there is access in some of these spots. There is a way down there. You can't really see it, but there's small goat trails that take you down there, and you can see the Pacific Crest Trail cuts right through there, so that'll be good. So that's about it, guys. That's Silverwood Lake. Like I said, the main thing with Silverwood is a lot of the shore access, except for the, near the ramp and then Cleghorn ramp. It's a lot of hiking, a lot of walking. So if you don't walk and you don't hike, then stick to the boat ramp. When you hear they're going to trout plant, call the lake up and ask them. Say, hey, when have you guys planted some trout? If they said, oh, it was yesterday or within the week, good chance of wherever they put them in, it's still going to be pretty good there. So give it a shot. If not, throw some cut baits out there for some striper too. You never know what you're going to get on, with that out in the water too. So, but that's pretty much it. So you got Miller, Cleghorn, this channel, and then the Quarry Cove, and then the pump. That's pretty much it, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to post up. That's it for today. Get out there and fish, guys. Great weather right now in Southern Cal. Got water in the lakes. It's a good time to get out there. All right, we'll see you on the next one.